Para naman sa third type of conic section na i-discuss natin, ito naman yung ellipse. Consider the general equation here, ax squared plus cy squared plus dx plus ey plus f equals 0. So kung mapapansin natin, merong x squared, meron ding y squared. Pero yung coefficient nila, hindi equal. So kapag merong x squared, merong y squared sa equation, and hindi equal yung coefficient, yung curve or yung conic section ay ellipse. Then for the standard equation, meron tayong dalawa dito. So x minus h quantity squared over a squared plus y minus k quantity squared over b squared equals 1. So for this standard equation, major axis is horizontal. So pag major axis horizontal, ang pagdrawing ng ellipse, para siyang nakahiga or pahalang. By the way, tandaan natin, for ellipse, A is always greater than B. Another standard equation, x minus h quantity squared over b squared plus y minus k quantity squared over a squared equals 1. So pag ganito naman yung standard equation, major axis is vertical or patayo yung drawing ng ellipse. So again, paano natin madaling ma-identify kung pahiga or patayo yung drawing ng ellipse gamit ang standard equation? So tandaan natin, A is greater than B. So kung nasan yung A or nasan yung A squared, nandun ang major axis. So halimbawa, a squared nasa ilalim ng x, kaya yung major axis niya nasa x-axis or nakaparallel sa x-axis. Dito naman sa standard equation sa baba, a squared nasa ilalim ng y. So ang kanyang major axis pa-vertical. I-discuss naman natin yung parts ng ellipse gamit yung ellipse na ang drawing, horizontal ang major axis. So again, tandaan natin, A is always greater than B para sa ellipse. Unahin natin yung center. Center is located at HK coordinates. So ayan yung center. Next is major axis. So ang major axis natin, pag sinukat natin yan, equivalent sa 2A. So kung ito yung A, kasi yung A is distance from vertex or from center to one end of the vertex. So, ayan yung A. Center to one end of the vertex. Dalawa kasi dito yung vertex ng ellipse. So, yung side na to, dito yung isang end ng vertex. Pangalawang end ng vertex dito naman. Okay, next. Semi-major axis. So, yung semi-major axis equivalent to A only. So, ito yun guys. Yung from center to one end of the vertex. Next is minor axis. Yung minor axis naman, itong illustration ng B. So, dulo-dulo yan. Kaya 2B yung minor axis. So, yung B rito hanggang center, tapos yung center pababa. Another B. Kaya pag pinag-usapan ng minor axis, 2B. Then, ang semi-minor axis, equivalent to B. Yun naman yung center to one endpoint of yung tinatawag na co-vertex. So, meron tayong co-vertex dito. So, dito sa portion na to, one end of the co-vertex and another endpoint is dito sa baba. Ito. Center to focus. Pag sinukat mo naman yan from center to focus or foci, dahil dalawa na yung focus dito. So, represented by C. Yan yung length niyan. Center to one foci, C. Then, center to one directrix. So, dalawa kasing directrix dito. So, from center to one directrix, ang length niyan represented by D. Then length of the latus rectum, ito yung length na magko-cross dito sa focus. Ayan, pag sinukat natin yan, pag naglagay tayo ng vertical line dito na magta-touch dito sa ellipse, sa curve ng ellipse, yan, yung length niyan ay latus rectum. Ang formula for ellipse, 2b squared over a. Then, eccentricity. For ellipse, eccentricity is always less than 1. Ang formula ng eccentricity E is C over A or A over D. Let us solve some example under ellipse. So this is the given curve or given equation. 4x squared plus 9y squared minus 64x plus 54y plus 301 equals 0. So in this example, we are asked to find the following. Coordinates of the center. So ito yung HK. Length of the semi-major axis. Ito yung A. Major axis, ito naman yung 2A. Semi-minor axis, ito yung 2B or ito yung B. Minor axis, ito yung 2B. Distance between the center to one foci, ito yung C. Eccentricity. Distance between center to one directrix, ito naman yung D. And the length of the latus rectum. So given this ellipse, 4x squared plus 9y squared minus 64x plus 54y plus 301 equals 0. So dito parang kagaya ng circle. Mag-group tayo nung mga may mga variable na may square. So parehas naman to kapag ellipse, merong x squared, merong y squared. So groups of or group natin ang x. So ito ang group ng x. And then group of y. And then transpose yung constant value or constant term. 301 magiging negative 301. Then, lahat ng coefficient ng x squared or yung variable na may square, factor out natin. So, this is 4. Magiging x squared na lang yan. Factor out natin yung 4 sa 64. So, magiging 16. Then, ito naman sa group of y, ang ipa-factor natin yung 9. Okay, so 9 para maging y squared na lang. And then, yung 54, pag nag-factor out ka ng 9, magiging 6. So, meron kang 6y. Sa right side, kopya pa lang muna yan. Okay? So, next. Mag-a-add na tayo para magkaroon tayo ng perfect square dito. So, 4 x squared minus 16x. Para maging perfect square, ang i-add natin dyan ay 16 over 2, 8. Then take the square. Square of 8 is 64. Plus 9. So, y squared plus 6y. Ang i-add natin para maging perfect square. 6 over 2, 3. Square natin yung 3, 9. Yun yung i-add natin. Sa right side naman, para maging balance ang equation, kung ano yung in-add natin sa left side, yun din yung i-add sa right side. So, yung 64, in-add natin yan, pero may multiplier na 4, times 4 pa yung 64. So, this is plus 256. Then, yung 9, in-add natin sa left side, may nakaabang pa rito na multiplier na 9. So, ang i-add natin sa right side, 9 times 9, which is 81. Okay, so pwede na itong kuhanan or i-replace ng perfect square. So, this is x minus 8 squared plus 9 times y plus 3 squared equals, so, simplify lang natin yan, negative 301 plus 256 plus 81. So, this is 36. Okay, so pag ellipse at kino-convert natin sa standard form, dapat yung right side equivalent sa 1. So, i-divide natin to sa 36. So, lahat ng term, i-divide sa 36. Okay, so this is now x minus 8 squared over 4 over 36 is 9 over 9. Plus, yung y plus 3 quantity squared over, kasi yung 9 over 36 is 1 over 4. And equivalent to 1. So, ito na ngayon yung standard form na kailangan natin sa ellipse. Okay. So, yung katabi ng x, yan yung h. Ang h natin in this case is positive 8. And then yung k, katabi ng y. So, kung y plus 3, ang k natin, negative 3. Then, between the denominator, kung ano yung mas malaki, yun yung a squared. So, ganun sa ellipse. Sa ellipse, a is always greater than b. So, kung ano yung mas malaki. So, since mas malaki ang 9, yun yung a squared. Therefore, a is 3. And then, b squared yung matitira, which is 4. So, pag sinolve nyo yung b, yun ang 2. Okay? So, sagot na natin. Sagutan na natin yung mga questions under number 15. Okay. So, letter. Drawing muna natin yung ellipse. Ang ellipse natin, patayo ba yan o pahiga? So, hanapin natin yung mas malaking denominator. Kung nasaan yung mas malaking denominator, yun yung major axis. So, which is nasa x. Therefore, ang ellipse natin, yan ang ellipse natin, pahiga. Okay? So, ito yung illustration natin ng center. So, to answer letter A, coordinates of the center, yun na yung HK, which is 8 and negative 3. Okay? Letter B. Ang question natin sa number 15, letter B, semi-major axis. Ano ba ang semi-major axis? Dito, sa drawing ng ellipse, ito ang semi-major axis. Okay? So, which is equivalent to A. So, nasolve natin ang A equivalent to 3 units. Letter C, ang question, length of the major axis. Pag sinabi nating major axis, ito naman yung major axis, yung ayan, yung haba na to, which is equivalent to 2A. So, yun lang naman ang major axis. So, times 2 lang natin yung A. So, we have 6 units. Letter D. Minor axis. Pag sinabi naman nating minor axis, ito naman yung illustration natin sa minor axis, which is semi-minor axis, which is B. Ang B natin, 2 units. And yung letter E, kapares lang naman ng letter C. Kapag inalis mo yung semi, yun na yung minor axis, imumultiply natin sa 2. So, ang minor axis ay 2B, which is 4 units. Okay? So, letter F. Dito na lang ang F. Ang letter F natin, distance between the center to foci. So, nasan ba ang mga foci natin? Isa dito, isa dito. So, dito na lang tayo mag-illustrate. From center to one foci, ang representation natin, C. So, C is equivalent to the square root of A squared minus B squared. So, i-perform natin yan. Square root of A squared, which is 9, minus B squared, which is 4. So, this is square root of 5 or 2.24 units. Yan ang letter F natin. Next is letter G. Ang letter G natin, eccentricity. Ang formula from previous discussion natin, C over A. And tandaan natin, ang eccentricity ng ellipse palaging less than 1. So, try na natin isolve. C, which is 2.24 over A, which is 3. So, i-divide lang natin sa 3, yung C. Our answer, 0.745. Yan, 3 decimal places. Yan. So, ito yung letter G, eccentricity. Then, for letter H, ang letter H naman, distance between the center and one directrix. So, ang directrix natin dito sa illustration na to, banda rito. Kabilaan yan, may directrix. And then, ang layo niyan, ang layo ng directrix magmula sa center papuntang directrix ay represented by D. So, from our previous discussion, tandaan nyo eccentricity is C over A or A over D. Pwedeng ganyan. So, therefore, pwede nating masolve ang D equals A squared over C. So, pwedeng ganyan yung solution natin dito. So, A squared is 9 over C 2.24 or square root of 5 pinanggalingan yan. Yun na lang ilagay natin. So, this is 4.02 units. Ayan. And then last, for number 15, latus rectum. Length din yan. Saan ba makikita ang latus rectum? So, based from previous discussion natin, yung drawing, makikita nyo yung latus rectum dito. Ito ang latus rectum. So, ang latus rectum para naman sa ellipse ay 2b squared over a. So, pag sinolve natin yan, 2 times b squared, which is 4, over a, which is 3. So, our answer is 8 over 3 or 2.67 units kasi length din yan. Okay, so this is our solutions for ellipse. So, para naman sa shortcut ng ellipse, ito yung given problem, 4x squared plus 9y squared minus 64x plus 54y plus 301 equals 0. Okay? So, para sa pagkuha ng center HK, parehas lang yan ang formula sa circle. So, yung H equals coefficient of x. Diretso na natin sa formula. Over negative 2 times coefficient of x squared. So, our answer here is 64 over 8. So, this is positive 8. Then, para naman sa pag-solve ng K, coefficient of y, 54 over negative 2, coefficient of y squared, which is 9. So, this is 54 over 18. Yung denominator over 18 na. And this is negative 3. So, therefore, yung center ng ellipse na to, center is located at 8 and negative 3. So, yan yung answer natin for this problem under ellipse. Okay? Then, para naman makuha yung A and B. So, for A and B, shortcut din natin yan. So, titingin lang tayo sa x squared at y squared. At tandaan natin, A is always greater than B. So, therefore, coefficient ng x squared, y squared, ano ba ang mas malaki dyan? So, mas malaki yung 9. So, obviously, kung ano yung mas malaki, yun yung A. So, therefore, A squared na agad yung 9. Then, A is 3. Then, yung matitirang coefficient, yun naman yung B squared. Okay? Which is 4. Therefore, B is 2. So, ito naman yung sagot natin pag isosolve natin using shortcut ang A and B. Then the rest, yung pagkuha ng C, D, E, parehas lang sa solution natin sa long method.